Innovation strategy is the direction and scope of an organization's innovation effort over the long term. At the broadest level, it is about deciding how much resources to allocate to core, adjacent, and transformational innovation activities. At operational level, however, innovation strategy is an organization's chosen creative option in a given situation. We developed the Strategic Innovation Options Grid after visits to the facilities of and interviews with leaders at 100 or more of the most innovative companies in the world, and many other interactions with big business, SMEs, scale-ups, and startups from the for-profit, non-profit, and public sectors. It's a really useful tool to assess the various options available to an organization to achieve innovation goals and objectives. On the vertical axis, we have the degree of organizational learning. Note, we are talking about company-wide learning as opposed to individual learning, and on the horizontal axis, we have capacity, the who, whether internal or external. So, for example, on the top row we have internal startups, where internal staff get metered funding to build up a startup often in a different but related field to the parent company. This entity might be incubated and subsequently reabsorbed into the mainstream business like Fidelity Investments are doing with their student debt employer contribution program that it developed in their lab. Alternatively, the internal startup may be spun out, like the relatively small Dublin-based IT company Ergo did so successfully with Fenergo, the fintech solution provider that currently has a valuation close to 500 million euros. On the right-hand side, we have external startups, youngish businesses that the parent has acquired, invested in, or has developed a special relationship with. It's interesting to think how Google grew in such different directions after its acquisition of YouTube, Android, and Nest, or how Workday built on its core competencies with the purchase of software developer Cape Clear. It's also fascinating to see Intel sponsoring an artificial intelligence and machine learning accelerator in partnership with Dublin City University and Talent Garden. Intel will provide their technology as well as structured support and guidance to enable emerging AI innovators. And then there is the open collaboration approach, where you partner with other firms for mutual benefit, like Uber's collaboration with Spotify with the goal of making next-gen personalized customer experiences, or Facebook's AR/VR research partnership with the University of Washington. You also have firm-to-user collaborations like Linux, the open source operating system, and firm-to-crowd collaborations like Nivea Skincare's open platform Pearl Finders, which facilitates external technology partners to access research, exchange ideas, and develop innovations that may lead to joint collaboration or sales. In the middle row, we have labs or centers of excellence that use internal capabilities to increase organizational learning. In the Greater Dublin area, for example, we have Kerry Foods' state-of-the-art Nutritional Innovation Centre. We have IBM Labs, MasterCard Labs, the City Innovation Lab, Fidelity Labs, Accenture's The Doc, Deloitte's Blockchain Lab, and EY's Global Reporting Centre of Excellence that is focused on the future of audit. Employee immersive experiences include different forms of hands-on staff innovation sprints or mini-marathons, train-the-trainer programs, and ideas competitions. These can be run by internal staff like GE FastWorks, Pfizer's Dare to Try initiatives, or Bank of New York's Mellon's ACE annual innovation competition. They can also be run by external partners like those we have facilitated with ESB, Primark, MetLife, BDO, Roche Pharma, and the Irish Stock Exchange. Public hackathons are innovation sprints that take place with customers, other stakeholders, and of the wider community. We have facilitated these for MasterCard, Deloitte, Bank of Ireland, PwC, and New Ireland Assurance. Finally, there are communities of practice or networks of innovation champions working away voluntarily to move the needle. We have events like field trips to other facilities. We have in-company showcases like the ESB's #ESB Innovates. And we have meetups, where there are international conferences like the Lean Startup Conference in the US Europe's Innovation Roundtable Summit, or the likes of IRDG's Irish National Innovation Conference. Finally, there are open enrollment exec education innovation programs like those offered at Stanford, Harvard, INSEAD, and LSE. So we leave you with another look at the Strategic Innovation Options Grid and ask you to think about which strategic options you think would help your organization to achieve its innovation goals and why you think the options you have selected would add value to your business.